Hello everyone. Well, I'm finally here to share my Christmas journal with you. And so this one is going to come in this lovely burlap bag with a Santa on the front. And it just has a nice little ribbon tied at the top. And this is a little bag. I didn't make this. I bought it quite some time ago. I'm not sure where. But anyway, so it will also come with a nice little bag of goodies as well. So it'll be listed in my Etsy shop. So I've made a very small Scholar's Ledger journal. And this one I was thinking you could use it as it is, just as a little pocket type book that you could carry around with you over Christmas. Or I've added some sari silk ribbon here, so it could be you could hang it on your Christmas tree as well. And there's some little bells on there, and I've just put a little Tim Holtz ring fastener on the end, a little piece of lace, and then this is quite a sort of rustic textured fabric on the spine. And I'm sorry, my dog's barking. So the back's plain. And then I've used some digital images from Tsunami Rose, which is from the Christmas list kit. So it comes with quite a lot of little sentiments. So I put a gift from Santa on the front and a little piece of gold trim here. It's just been tied with a ribbon. I've used quite a long piece of ribbon, and it has 4 signatures. Has some tea-dyed cheesecloth at the top and the bottom. So we'll have a look on the inside. So on the first page we have, well, on the spine I've reinforced that with some nice burlap fabric which has little robins on it. And then here we have a small pocket. Everything had to be sort of downsized a little bit, which I really enjoyed doing that. You know, it was a lot of fun. On the pocket here, I've stitched that, and there's a little piece of like red mesh, and then I've put a little sticker here. And then a lot of the pages are from a lovely Christmas book that I bought. So this is from the Christmas book, and there was some really nice images on the inside. So I've cut them out and backed them onto tea stained paper and stitched that. That's just a little piece of scrapbook paper. I also got to use a lot of, you know, spare pieces, little pieces of scrapbook paper that I've had hanging around. So I've got quite a lot of Christmas paper. So I really wanted to try and use some of my scraps this year. So this is the first signature. So I've used one of the book pages and I've stitched that and made a little pocket. And it has a few of these throughout, which you can just glue into the book. I've used some book pages from A Christmas Carol, and it has the usual tea stain paper, and the rest of the pages are from the Tsunami Rose digital kit. I've done a bit of stamping as well. I've done a little corner pocket there. And these are from some scrapbook paper that I had. I had some sheets of 6x6, so it had a lot of these very small die cuts, so I've used some of them. This is the digital kit, and there's quite a lot of journal cards and things that come with the kit. Here I just used some strips of scrapbook paper that I had left over, and I've just basically sewn that down there and sort of made it into like a little tuck spot. We have another little piece here. This is Tsunami Rose. I've just folded that up. That's printed onto parchment paper. And then on the top of this page, I just included a little reindeer peg. which obviously can be removed if the book, because the book is quite chunky and quite bulky. I've left all the threads hanging as well, which you can cut off if you don't like. It's a little pocket. It was quite a challenge to come up with some really small pieces of ephemera to put in this book. This I did resize down a little bit smaller. This is another page from the Christmas book. Here I just put some glitter adhesive, decorative sort of trim, if you like. It's just a sticky one. This is from A Christmas Carol. I also repurposed some old gift tags that I'd saved from last Christmas. So that one I've just backed with some tea stained paper. And here, this is just another little tiny tag that I've put some tinsel trim on. This is actually a little piece that's from the edge of one of the scrapbook papers. That says The Merry Days of Christmas. It's just another little piece of scrapbook paper. Also, that's a piece of ribbon that I've recycled as well, which I've sewn on there. This is a sentiment from the kit, and that's a couple more of the tiny little tags that come with one of those paper pads. A bit more stamping. That's a little tuck as well. That's from Tsunami Rose. And I love this these papers from this book because the images were very retro, really, really nice. Got another little tag there. So this is the third signature. The index card. This is a gift tag that I fussy cut and glued to make into a little tuck spot. This is another one of these strips that I've just sewn on. That's another tag from the kit. And I made another little tuck pocket there. And this is just another little piece from the kit, which has been printed on parchment paper. This is a gift tag. That's another little image from the book, which I've backed onto tea stain paper and sewn around. And I did the same thing here with the pocket. Because, you know, the pages are so small, you couldn't really glue the sides down. So that's another strip of paper I've just sewn along the bottom again, made into a nice little tuck. And that's actually a little pocket too. And then this is the fourth signature. Another tag there. I'm not quite sure how many pages this has. I will put that all down in the listing. There's some more of that pretty trim. Another flip up pocket there for some journaling. So there are pages that you can do some writing on, and as with all the Scholars Ledger books, it lays nice and flat. And in the middle, that's one of the illustrations from A Christmas Carol. I love those. This is some tea-dyed craft paper. This is a gift tag that I had left over. It's actually from the 1990s, but I don't know if you can see it's aged quite well, so I thought it looked quite retro really. It's just another little pocket there. That's another tuck, and that's the back. I left the back here plain as well. And I forgot to say that the bells are just on a garment pin, so they can be removed if they get a bit, you know, in the way if you're trying to write in it. So there we go. That's my little project. I hope you enjoy watching it. And so thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye.